Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who are teaching this truth in sincerity. And a shout out to Yakim, who's out there in four corners of the earth proclaiming this truth. Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, Barakathum. So a lot of things are taking place as we're prophesying the downfall of America, Babylon the Great, and of course, everything else about Esau Edom. It's not very popular nowadays to be an Edomite. Look at what happened to Arnold Schwarzenegger over the weekend. You know, he was just out there for a regular gym event, and man, you saw the way the guy jumped. It gave him a side kick. You know, pretty much had done like a jump kick on him, man. You know, just right there. Well, you know, it's just, especially if you're a celebrity Edomite, man, they really gonna hate your ass because it's not that popular to be an Edomite anymore, you know, especially in places like that, you know, because that place has been overrun by Edomites for so long. They want their country back because everything that they've been promised has been a lie. You know, the Edomites have been living deliciously while they're living in the ghettos, and you know, yeah, man, the time has come where Esau has become the byword. You know, as I was saying yesterday. You know, you hadn't caught the prior video. I think that a lot of people subscribed to me did catch the video. So Syria gets bombed for the last couple days. There's been a media blackout. You haven't even heard about it, you know, except that, of course, you know, now it's resulted to you can read from these sites such as Syrian Arab News Agency or Press TV that pretty much you're not going to get their video feeds anymore. Or, you know, because they're not really on YouTube anymore. So you won't get it in English. The only thing you can do now is read the articles. But that's what they don't want you talking about. They don't want you to know about it. So, you know, they still have their bread and circuses, and they want you to talk about other things, you know, distraction news, you know. Now, Donald J. Trump has also tweeted over the weekend that he vows to wipe Iran off the face of the map. That's a pretty bold statement, you know, because it's America that be wiped off the face of the map. Babylon the Great will be coming in remembrance no more. So, you know, again, all Persia has been doing is saying, you want to step to me, then we'll fight. Don't want to fight, but if we must fight, you're the one that's going to lose. Because Iran said they won't be like another Iraq, you know. But like everything else, though, they're going to escalate this because at least their flock, Amalek, is drawing them out into this war. And the third woe is right around the corner. I've even had a comment saying, well, what are you going to do when they tell you you have to fight? Well, that's just it, though, is, you know, the Most High is going to protect his people from that, you know, to where we're not going to be engaged in these wars, you know, because if you're in any militia, the Most High could get you out of those things, you know. And that's just it, though, is you don't want to enlist now, especially if you're an Israelite, because you know what's right around the corner. And you know that first these nations will be fighting each other, then they'll be fighting the Most High in the skies. Now, make no mistake about it, part of the New World Order is the former World Order, which was run by America, and its so-called allies, which now the allies are not really on board with America because they are beginning to hate the whore. Well, they had a plan for the UN Army After Next, better known as the Jade Helm practice drills. So that way when the U.S. military is going over there fighting, because 150,000 troops have been deployed, so while they're going and fighting over there, the UN Army After Next is coming over here to institute martial law. You can best believe at least 15,000 of them are Russian, as well as Chinese, you know. So they're not going to spare anyone. You know, they're not going to have any mercy. You know, they don't care about your guild or your hegemony, you know. Now, man, they've come to as a punishment, pretty much. You know, and that's for all you that, you know, didn't want to get on board. You know, you've seen us out here teaching. You scoffed at us. You just passed us by. You had a chance to repent. You know, the funny thing is, though, is that there was another brothers that are also subscribed to me, and right after camp, they were into in a car accident. The angel had spared them, you know, which led me back to share this on their video, which I'll show later. You when I do my combination videos, you know, showing others and just talking about things. But nonetheless, though, you know, an angel had spared me a long time ago, because that's the first thing that someone had said when they had seen me taking the corner too quickly on Highway 299 when I went off the Buckhorn Summit. Many people have died on Highway 299 from taking the corners too quickly, because it's a very windy road, especially the Buckhorn Summit. So many people have gone off, you know, but the car had rolled back and hit a tree. And the first person, you know, they had actually seen the whole thing, and it kind of freaked them out. They thought I was dead, you know, and I should have been. But you see, an angel made sure that there was a tree there that had caught me. I wasn't harmed, the dogs weren't harmed. The car that was considered a total, I still have the car, because it just, you know, pretty much was the back hatch that was there. So I was actually, after the accident, I was able to get back in the car and drive back home. Well, I never took corners that quickly again. That was even before I came into this truth. See, angels, they know whether you're a man of the elect or not. So, you know, I pray I'm part of that elect, you know. And by being diligent for this, I know that I can make my call and election sure that, yes, I have that protection. We're going to need that protection, because you don't know what's around the corner, but we have a pretty good idea. Jacob's trouble, and we know that martial law is coming, and we know that the famine is coming, and everything that's leading to the martial law and to the third woe. So I'm going to read out of Jeremiah here, and verse 7 out of chapter 46. Who is it that cometh up like a flood, whose river are as the rivers? You know, and that's a, you know, modern day, that's America, but also let's talk about Egypt. Egypt rises up like a flood, and we know that modern day Sodom and Egypt is America. And his waters are moved like the rivers, and he saith, I will go up and will cover the earth. I will destroy the city and the inhabitants thereof. So what's that talking about? Well, that's talking about the second coming, Yahweh Shai, when he returns. Come up, ye horses, and rage, you know, which is what's happening now. You know, pretty much they're getting the horses, aka their military, ready for this battle. Ye chariots, and let the mighty men come forth, the Ethiopians and the Libyans. Notice Libya's in there, you know, which, you know, in this third woe, that, you know, the Rothschilds want to control Libya. So, you know, now Libya is fighting against the Rothschilds again, you know, with the help of Russia. They have S-400s, just like Gomer does. They handle the shield, and the Lydians that handle and bend the bow. So they have nuclear capabilities. Yes, all these places have nuclear capabilities. For this is the day of the Most High, Yahweh of hosts, a day of vengeance, that he may avenge of his adversaries. And pretty much, we being Israelites, everybody's an adversary to Israel, including Syria. That's why Syria is being jacked up right now. Even though Syrians were our brother, you know, but, you know, not no more. Not after what they had done when they were Confederate against thee. And the sword shall devour, and it shall be silent, and made drunk with their blood. For the Most High Yahweh of hosts hath the sacrifice in the north country by the river Euphrates. So what's that north country talking about? It's talking about Russia, you know, and its allies. And it's really talking about the time that they're going to try to fight against the Most High after they've destroyed America. Go up into Gilead and take balm, O virgin, the daughter of Egypt, in vain. You know, who's that virgin daughter of Egypt? Well, that's another nickname of the virgin daughter of Babylon, aka America. For thou shalt use many medicines, for thou shalt not be cured. Yeah, there's going to be all kinds of plagues coming on this place, and they won't have cures for it, you know. And they try to come out with these false vaccines, which makes you even worse, which is why people are getting measles and all kinds of other things. Now trying to force vaccinate. The nations have heard of thy shame, and thy cry hath filled the land. For the mighty man hath stumbled against the mighty, and they are both fallen together. The word of the Most High spake to Jeremiah the prophet, how Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, should come and smite the land of Egypt. So pretty much you could say, put it into modern terms, the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, is going to use Putin and Magog to smite this land of Egypt. The current land of Egypt is America. And all this, that what you see, kind of like what they show you in Terminator movie, the way that Sarah Connor puts it, you're all dead already. You think that one life is going to make a difference? You think you're saving a life? You're all dead already. Roughly paraphrasing the movie. And that's what's coming to this place. And a lot of people think that this is going to go on forever and ever. But you see, the kingdom that will come on earth as it is in heaven can only come after America is destroyed. And the Most High is making this happen, making the chess moves, because the ultimate chess player is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So we're seeing that. We're seeing the downfall of our enemies. And we're seeing Egypt pretty much become a byword. Pretty much everybody knows that everything that it says, it does the opposite of. But that's what the way the rest of the world sees it. Everybody over here is just blinded, by the witchcraft, the sorceries of America, aka the media. The media is convincing you that everything's just fine, that the economy is great, that America is great again, and that we're in the best times. But you're not really feeling that. You go, you vote, right? Well, that's what these Edomites do. We, the elect, we just sit back and relax, because we know the Most High has us covered. Like I said before, after a camp, some brothers got into an accident, and they were perfectly fine. That could have been a lot worse. Just like I know back in 2010, 9 years ago, before I even found this truth, an angel had protected me. I should be dead because of my stupidity and taking that corner too quickly. You should only be going like 35 miles per hour around that. But now, man, I was thought, okay, well, I just hit the brakes now, because I wanted to get back in time, but I hit the brakes too hard. The car spun out of control. It was a Chevrolet Aveo, the car spun out of control many times. Then rolled back and hit a tree. It didn't have to hit the tree. I could have gone further into the cliff. And like I said, me and the dogs were all right, shaken. Not even bruised. Car, not in such good shape, but was able to pick it up out of salvage. The Most High protects those that are on fire for Him. So the idea is to stay diligent, go up, come out and keep pushing, no matter what kind of weather it is. And the Most High is going to protect you. Evidence was just shown yesterday. For that, I will say, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, Wa Abba Baba.